Wife of Anambra State Governor Ebele Obiano is not leaving anything to chance as the governorship election in the state draws near. Her latest move has taken her to Lagos, where she met with the Anambra Women Association, where she advised them not to sit on the fence as far as the election is concerned. The occasion was the yearly Skills Acquisition and Economic Empowerment Program of the association, which took place at the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos.
With great pleasure and cheers, Anambra women based in Nigeria's commercial center, Lagos, welcomed the wife of their home state governor. The event, an annual one, is the Skills Acquisition and Economic Empowerment Program, which allows interaction in that regard between residents and the convener, Mrs. Ebele Obiano, under the auspices of her pet project, Cafe.
You empower them in different ways. They will create wealth. The way they create, they won't consume it alone. It is only women that are grouped. When they have wealth, they will remember everybody in the family.
This year's theme, Self-Employment for Self-Reliance, has at its core the mandate to galvanize women to effectively support their homes through skills acquisition.
We need to acquire the critical skills required for our forward thrust. Now is the time to acquire those skills in order to accelerate our ascendancy based on universal enablers. Because competence and skill is what is going to define today's woman. And today's woman is the 21st century woman.
Anambra State is a state we should learn from. It's a state that has always that do go into capital projects after paying salaries. When others are looking for salaries, Anambra State is building bridges and doing other things.
It's a double-barreled event as it falls within an election period, which Mrs. Obiano would rather cash in on. But first, she intimates the gathering of progress back home before sparing some thoughts on next month's elections, urging them to come home for voting.
Over 2,600 and they will go self-sufficient. And by the grace of God, they will become employers of labor. That is what I want for our people. That is what Chief Dr. Willie Obiano wants for Anambra. We don't want to go back to Egypt anymore.
The women are quite appreciative of her visit, assuring her they would gladly participate in the elections armed with their voters' card, which they also obtained by returning home.
A joyous moment when Nigeria became the first African country to qualify for Russia 2018. Super Eagles midfielder Mikel Obi admits he is excited as the team's captain leading the country to this 6th FIFA World Cup in 7 attempts. He commended his teammates for their resilient fight from when the campaign began in October last year.
Very, very difficult game. They were very physical, very energetic as well. So we knew we had to dig in. It was difficult, but I think you can see the experience is growing in the team, game after game. So I'm very proud. I'm very honored to be the captain of this team. Great players, amazing players, great coaches as well. So we are ready. We are ready for World Cup. We have to make sure we prepare very well.
World number 1 Rafael Nadal earlier today produced a ruthless performance to win his 75th singles title, beating Australian Nick Carrier 6-2, 6-1 in the China Open final. The Spaniard, appearing in the 110th final of his career, cruised to his first China Open title since 2005 as 8-seeded Carrier was hindered by his own inconsistency. The victory marks the first time since 2013 that Nadal has won at least 6 titles in a year, putting him ahead of Roger Federer and Alexander Zverev, who have both won 5 each this season. In the women's final, unseeded French woman Caroline Garcia has won the biggest singles title of her career with a 6-4, 7-6 victory over soon-to-be world #1 Simone Halep. Garcia extended her winning streak to 11 matches and added to her Wuhan Open triumph last week. The current world number 15 will climb to 9th in the rankings on Monday. And back to the qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup in Russia. A 95-minute goal from Mohamed Saleh sent Egypt to the 2018 World Cup in Russia after the Pharaohs beat Congo 2-1 in a Group E qualifier at the Borg El Arab Stadium in Alexandria. The win is enough to see Egypt uncatchable at the top of Group E with 12 points from 5 matches. Uganda, who drew 0-0 with Ghana on Saturday, are second in the group with 8 points and with only one 2018 World Cup qualifying game to go. And a look at the foreign scene where 7 people have been killed, 35 others injured following an explosion at a fuel distribution site in Accra, Ghana. The explosion, which happened on Saturday evening, sent a giant fireball into the sky, frightening residents and causing many to flee their homes. Others, however, were forcibly evacuated.
This would be the second of such major disaster hitting the Ghanaian capital Accra in recent years. Witnesses said the incident happened in the early evening of Saturday as a tanker delivering natural gas caught fire. The first blast reportedly triggered a second explosion and a fire at a petrol station nearby.
It happened, the traffic, the road is choked, so the cars, it stopped. All of a sudden, it was like a sound of a pipe, like recognize that they are pipe. So all you could hear that there was a sound that we should run is a gas. It's a gas, and the pipe was just moving, just like this, moving around.
Well, thousands of people today gathered in the Catalonian capital Barcelona for a rally against independence of the region from Spain. Among them, Government Minister Josep Borrell, who said his fellow Catalans needed to recover their level-headedness. It was the largest of such rally in Catalonia, amid speculation that Catalan leaders will declare independence from Spain in a matter of days. Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy has warned he would not rule out anything within the law to hold Catalonians independent. And the main news again. Well, more prominent Nigerians have been weighing in on the face-off between the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources and the group's managing director of the NNPC and its implications for the nation's oil and gas industry. While chairman of the Presidential Advisory Committee on Corruption, Professor Ete Sage, calls for patience from Nigerians to allow for a thorough investigation, Chairman of the Senate Committee on Upstream Sector, Senator Omotayo Alashuadura, wants both the Minister of State for Petroleum and the NNPC GMD to step down. And that's all on the news at 10 tonight. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Mwoka. Do have a good night.